So what is going on, everybody? How is everyone doing today? Daredevil 19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the MAFEX Suicide Squad Jared Leto Joker. So let's get into it right away and start off with the packaging. So we do get a basic MAFEX style box, and I really dig the green color in the background because I think that suits the Joker very well. We do get that big window right there on the front of the box, an image of the figure right there, so it's Joker action figure, MAFEX number 32, and Medicom toy. And then the bottom of it is the barcode and blah 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 stuff nobody cares about. Then there's the top of the box right there, looking pretty cool. And then here is the one side of it. And then here's the other side of the box. And then the back of the box just shows a few poses you can get the figure into, along with some of the accessories. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure open to take a closer look at the Leto Joker. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look at the Joker here, and MAFEX did such a great job with the detail. I'm shocked at how great this figure turned out. I do have one main issue, which is really the only issue with the figure, and I have a complaint here and there. But the main issue is these legs. Why does he have the dancing James Brown legs? What the hell is going on with that? Why are those leg joints so loose? Come on, man. That sucks. Why did they do that? So that is my main issue, which is really the only issue with the figure. And then when you shift the one leg down, the other leg likes to move along with it. So that's the main issue with this Joker figure. And the complaint that I do have is I feel like the shoulder joints pop off a little too easily. And I feel like since they do come off like that, why didn't they include this Joker with an extra pair of interchangeable arms without the sleeves on it? So if you didn't want him wearing this trench coat, you didn't have to. So that's a little complaint I do have, but other than those two things, they really did a great job with it. Taking a look at the face sculpt here, and I think that looks like Jared Leto. They got the likeness down with this figure. And the paint apps on the tattoos and everything look great on this piece. I mean, you could actually read that and it says damaged, even though you know what it says. But they did such a great job with it. And then we do get a star on the one side, and then I think that's a J for Joker. And then we do get some scars right there on his forehead, above his eye, another one above his eye and below his eye, and then on his cheek. So that looks pretty cool. Very nice paintwork on the red for the mouth there. And I love the dark purple paint around the eyes. That looks great. They really did a very nice job with that. And the eyes, they did such a great job painting on the eyes, both looking in the same direction. They got the pupils on there and everything. So very nice job with the face sculpt. And then the hair looks dope too. I like how they put a black wash all throughout it. The sculpt looks great on it. And I like how it's a darker green at the top, and then when you go down to the back, it turns into more of a lighter green. And I do like the sculpt work on the back as well. So very nice job on the head and the face sculpt. Now for the torso, let me remove the arms so we can take a better look at these tattoos. And you can see there's nothing on the back. They did some nice sculpt work on the torso though, and I really love the way the paint apps came out on this figure for the tattoos. They did such a great job with it. Nice and clear, you could read everything. We get the smiling Joker mouth right there, it says Joker right there. We get an image of a Joker, and then it says ha 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 everywhere. We get some cards up by the collarbone and the shoulder, connecting onto the neck there. So really excellent job on the tattoos. They did such a great job with it. So nice job on the torso there. Let's get the jacket back on here. And the jacket is another thing they did an excellent job on. There's no paint shading on it, but it isn't needed at all because of how it's like a shiny purple, just like how it is in the movie. And the sculpt work on it is just magnificent. It really looks like alligator skin, crocodile skin, whichever it is. Very nice sculpt work all throughout this jacket. This thing looks dope. We do get some sculpted pockets on the side. These sculpted buttons look pretty cool. I love the way the collar looks as well. And I love all the sculpted wrinkles all throughout the sleeve. That looks awesome. And then we do get the sculpt work on the elbow joints as well, so it blends in perfectly with the jacket. So very nice job just on the jacket there. And it is split in the back a little bit, as you see where it stops up by the waist. And I feel like it should have been more of like a softer rubbery type plastic. It is a soft plastic, but I feel like it should have been more of a softer plastic. I mean, but they did a nice job with it. Now finally, the pants, they look like sweatpants. MAFEX did a great job with it. As you can see, it kind of looks like it's elastic up by the waist, how the sculpt work looks and everything. And there is paint shading all throughout it, so that is something I definitely always appreciate. We do get Arkham written on the side of the left leg, looking pretty cool. And I love all the sculpted wrinkles, especially at the lower legs. That looks so dope. Man, MAFEX did an excellent job with this Joker. Even though I just did a top 3 most disappointing figures and those all MAFEX ones, they have been making some good figures as well. And then finally, we do get the Joker bare feet. And they did a nice job with the sculpt work of them. You can only see the toenail on the big toe there, but you can't see it on the smaller toes, unless I'm just blind. Then there's the bottom of them. I mean, overall, I think they really killed it with the detail on this Joker. The paint looks great, the sculpt looks great. They really did an excellent job with this figure, and I'm extremely satisfied with the detail. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, we got a bunch of really cool stuff included with the Joker. So we do get a MAFEX stand, which comes in 3 parts. We get the base here, the arm, and then the clamp, and you can articulate it. It swivels at the bottom. It's also on a hinge. It's at a hinge in the middle, at a hinge at the top, and then the clamp is also on a hinge. So we do get that, and then we also get 10 interchangeable hands. So we do get a pair of fists, of course, and I love the paint apps for the tattoos. Once again, they did an excellent job with them, and all the hands are so simple to interchange. So we do get a pair of those. We also get a pair of trigger finger hands, and the paint apps look great on them as well. Just be extremely careful when you interchange these. They are very simple, but the wrist pegs are way too fragile because mine did break on me. So we do get a pair of those. We also get a pair of gripping hands, which is meant for him to grip onto the cane that he's included with. So we do get a pair of those. And we do get 2 different types of open hands. So we do get these ones right here. And finally, we get these more open hands here. So those are all the interchangeable hands. And then we also get 2 interchangeable heads. So we do get this one here that comes on the figure out of the packaging on the right that we did take a look at before. And it is my favorite out of the 2. And then we do get this one here, which I'm just going to call the Psychopath Joker face. And they did a very nice job with all the paint apps, and the sculpt looks great as well, especially inside the mouth, on the teeth and tongue and everything. We do get silver on his teeth, just like in the movie. Nice paintwork for the red around the mouth. We do get the nice paint apps for the tattoos again. Nice paintwork for the dark purple around the eyes, and very nice paintwork on the eyes as well. And then we do get the hair with the different shades of green in it. And then we also get the black wash, and nice sculpt work on it as well. And the way you interchange it, you just pop the Joker's head off, and then just put the new one on. Very simple to interchange it. So we do get those, and then we also get Joker's pimp cane, and they did do a nice job with it. I like the paintwork all throughout it. It is a hard, brittle plastic, so be very careful. It can probably snap very easily. So we do get that, and then we finally get Joker's handgun, and this thing looks awesome. This is definitely my favorite accessory that's included with this figure. I mean, they did a great job with the tiny paint detail and sculpt detail. I mean, this thing looks so cool. Very nice job on this handgun right here. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with Psychopath Joker. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. And just when I thought this figure was really good, MAFEX let me down once again with the cheap, brittle plastic that they use for their figures. I was interchanging one of the hands, and the wrist peg snapped off. Like, come on, MAFEX, stop using cheap plastic. The joint, I guess, was so thin, it just snapped off. All I did was put the hand on, that's all, and it broke off. So, very disappointing, very, very disappointing thing about this figure, so be careful with this Joker. Also, I just noticed another issue about this figure with this head sculpt. The ball peg on the neck there is too small for the peg hole right there. It's too much of a loose fit. I shouldn't be able to move the head around like that on that ball peg. I mean, what is that? Come on, MAFEX, what are you doing? So that is another issue about the figure that I wanted to bring up. But anyway, continuing on. Now for the height of the Joker, he stands a little bit over 6 inches and a quarter of an inch tall, and then here he is compared to the MAFEX Dawn of Justice Armored Batman, the MAFEX Dawn of Justice Batman, the MAFEX Dawn of Justice Superman, and the MAFEX Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman, and I feel like the Joker is a little too tall. And then here he is compared to the SH Figure Arts Injustice Harley Quinn and the SH Figure Arts Mark III Iron Man. And then here he is compared to the SH Figure Arts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Collective Shadowland Daredevil. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review! So now for the articulation, we do get 2 points at the neck, one at the upper neck and one at the lower neck. So the upper neck joint, pretty good forward and back movement. Do get a tiny bit of pivot up there and it also swivels. The lower neck joint, decent forward movement, but going back it gets hindered by the collar. We do get very nice pivot up there and it also swivels, so we do get some pretty good movement at both those neck joints. Now we do get a point of articulation right under the chest, but it will be hindered a lot by the jacket, so let me just take the jacket off so I can show you the articulation here. Now right under the chest, this point of articulation goes forward about that much, and then back about that much. You get a little bit of pivot and it also swivels a tiny bit. Now for the waist, very good forward and back movement, and then same with the pivot, look at that. And then it does swivel as well. So we do get very nice movement at the waist and the torso, but it will get hindered by the Joker's jacket, of course. Now for the shoulders here, we do get a nice armpit joint, so it moves a little bit in a circular motion, as you can see there. And then they do go out to the sides a little more than 90 degrees, so that's good. They do go up and down. We do get bicep swivel there. And then we have double jointed elbows that bend in a little more than 90 degrees, so that's good. Then we do have a ball hinge at the wrist, so it does swivel and then hinges back and forth. Now for the loose James Brown dancing legs, we do get shifting joints, but they only shift down a tiny bit. The Joker can kick forward about 90 degrees, so that's good. Goes to the back a little bit, gets hindered by the coat, of course. And then kicking out to the side, a little less than 90 degrees. We also get a little bit of swivel up there. We have a single bend at the knee that bends back a little more than 90 degrees, so that's good. Now for the ankles here, they do swivel. They hinge up a real good amount. Same with hinging down. And then we do get very nice pivot there, and then some toe articulation. So overall, I think they really worked in the articulation very nice on this figure. Of course, certain points are going to get hindered by his coat, but I mean, he's not going to be jumping around doing some kung fu kicks and stuff like that. But overall, this figure does have a few issues, but I'm really digging what MAFEX did with this Joker, so I can only recommend it if you're aware of these issues and you're fine with it. Anyway, that is my review of the MAFEX Suicide Squad Jared Leto Joker. Hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, you could head over to agelessgeeks.com. He should have this in stock very soon. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that bell icon. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, just give it a thumbs up anyway, because action figures are awesome. But thanks for watching. I'll see you later. So I'm really digging the green in the background. I think it fits, blah, 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 blah. And I really dig the green in the background. Blah, blah, blah. But be very careful of these wrist peg joints. They snap off way too easily. We do get like a bronze, I guess, color. What the hell? So that is another little issue about the figure that I should have, The MAFEX Dawn of Justice Armored Batman, the MAFEX... what? 112 Collective Shadowland Daredevil. Anyway, there's... oh, man. Make it look like he doesn't have the... or...